Well, I couldn't sleep. Woke up at 4:30. Got out of bed at 5:30. Was out of the house by 6. Just too excited today. Kennedylakes is my plan for the day. It is a wilderness preserve in the middle of the province, so on the Plaster Rock Canoes Highway. It's been on my list for at least 2 or 3 years since I found out about it. Looks like an amazing spot. Derek Darradin posts pictures of it all the time, so thanks Derek for the inspiration. So I'm going to check it out. It's going to be a windy day. I've got to check the access roads, 2.5 kilometers. Pretty rough, I think, and I've only got a Civic, so we're going to see how that goes. 500-meter Portage after that. It's pretty windy today, so it might be a little bit choppy, but I'm hoping the small lakes and the backwaters are well protected. And just going to explore to see what I can find and see what the access roads are like for next time. So, but I've got 7 hours. If everything goes well, I've got about 7 hours to explore. Let's go on an adventure. Oh God, big moose. Oh, big moose. Big moose. Big moose. Son of a... Oh, he's gonna pick up.
I don't cry when it rains no more, or I get dirt on my shoes. I don't mind climbing 8 more floors, 'cause these stairs are all heading to you. I don't wait for tomorrow's sunshine when I feel it today. And when it's cold in the dead of winter, remember that snow melts away. One more cold drink, one more roll, one more dance for the doors get closed. Please remember, enjoy the show. Let's get happy before we get old. We don't need plans or...
Well, I was definitely pushing the boundaries of what a Honda Civic can do. It's not too rocky. A few spots where there's rocks, hit one rock on the bottom, but mostly just growing in, brush underneath. Basically cut off at the height of a truck, but I have a Civic, so it's a lot less clearance. So dragging a lot of branches and stuff underneath, which isn't ideal. Now that I'm here, I have 2 options. There's a main trail over here off the end of the parking lot, which looks like the most traveled. Also, I guess off the end of the old road here, you can see a trail there too that goes over to, there's kind of a stream that feeds into the lakes. I think in high water conditions you can probably go over there, a little bit shorter of a portage, jump in the stream and float down to the lake, but I'm going to try and come that way on the way back when I can see what I have to deal with for water. But I'm going to take the road most traveled off of the end of the parking lot. Let's go.
Hey, my friend, will never say remember when, if we keep on making memories where we stand, where we stand. One more cold drink, one more roll, one more dance for the doors get closed. Please remember, enjoy the show. Let's get happy before we get old. And go put on that old wedding dress now. Probably still fits like a glove. And tell the band to play one more slow song, 'cause you still have all my love. One more cold drink, one more roll, one more dance for the doors get closed. Please remember, enjoy the show. Let's get happy before we get old. One more cold drink, one more roll, one more dance for the doors get closed. Please remember, enjoy the show. Let's get happy before we get old. Let's get happy before we get old.
And I just got through that little pond, probably about an inch of water and about 6 to 12 inches of soft black mud. very difficult going. It's still shallow. It's getting a little bit rocky, so I'm hoping there's a rocky bottom. I might have to walk this next section. I might get lucky on the next. When I first got here, ooh, rocks. Ooh, shoot. Oh, I got the rock. Okay, take some. See red on the rock. Somebody's already left a mark. So, I didn't know if I'd get through the first pond. That was going to be my biggest challenge because the first pond is very shallow right now, and you can see the edges, so it's not always that shallow. But there's a blue heron that I saw when I came in, but I spooked him as soon as I came out with the canoe or the kayak on my head. There's lots of trails going up over here. There's got to be moose everywhere. Spooked the heron. He kept trying to go back into. Oh, wind is at my back. I think the wind is to the north today, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm just gonna find enough deep water to paddle in as my plan, and let the wind take me. It's a cool wind too. It feels like fall, which I don't like. Okay, I better turn around and show you what I'm looking at here. Very rocky. Very rocky. Channel. I can't believe how muddy and shallow this is. It's the stinkiest mud too. It's only about an inch of water. Let me get some water over here. Oh God, I'm pushing myself through mud more than time. Look at that. It's disgusting. It smells really bad. I think we got 3 inches of water now. Wow. Laughing. I think I can see the Portage over here, so there's a sign. I'm gonna go check that out. Oh, some ducks just flew. Shoot. Yeah. Okay, so we got some water. Finally. Let's go check out this Portage.
For tomorrow's sunshine, when I feel it today, and when it's cold in that dead of winter, remember that snow melts away. One more cold drink, one more roll.
I'm at the Portage. I'm like 10 feet from the sign for the Portage, but it's just black mud. I can't step in that because it's, God, I would never get back out of it again. It must be 2 feet of just stinky black mud. Gross. So I'm gonna have to find a place. Hopefully over there, where I can climb out onto a tuft of moss, maybe? God knows, I might end up in this bog. Oh well, let's give it a try. Now if I can stand up. Oh my God, it's holding me. Oh. Okay, I'm on solid ground. Kind of. Oh God. Oh, well, I'm exhausted again. Just trying to get to the Portage. It's just thick black mud, like 2 feet deep, but an inch of water on top. So I had to come down quite a ways on this floating bog, which is just moss. And now I've got to drag the boat and try and get back to the Portage without sinking to my eyeballs into the moss. So,
please remember, enjoy the show. Let's get happy before we get old. We don't need plans or a fancy agenda. Well, let's just see where it goes. We got no care for the way people stare at the dust and the dirt on our clothes. Hey, my friend, we'll never say remember when, if we keep on making memories where we stand, where we stand. One more cold drink, one more roll, one more dance for the doors get closed. Please remember, enjoy the show. Let's get happy before.
weird bird noises. I was gonna drag, but I'm hitting rocks, so I might have to like take everything out and then come back for the boat. I think it's the plan. Now we're getting in the boulder country. Beautiful spot. Low water. Hopefully it's a little bit more than the last lake. Nice little trail. Beaver. I just hid in among the rocks and got a video of a beaver chasing 4 mergansers that were around its hut. It was pretty funny. The mergansers are gone off splashing and playing over in the other direction, but I think the beaver went in his hut. Really cool to watch. Hopefully it's less muddy and more rocky. I don't know if that's a good thing. Looks deeper. Way across there is crossover. So there's a stream that goes out there and hits another lake, which I think is the main Kennedy Lake. And then we're gonna go around the corner in that way because there's some dead waters and stuff we can get there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's a beaver swimming up the shore trying to get me away from his hut. So let's go see what we can find. The light is there, paddling in the water. See that or not, but over in here it's a big rock pile, big giant boulders, really cool. Probably like a good camping spot. Mergansers are having a rest. think I made it through the rock field. Whew. It's hard work. Another big beaver hut. Rocky terrain. This is awesome. This is be a lot easier with another foot of water.
One more dance for the doors get closed. Please remember, enjoy the show. Let's get happy before we get old. One more cold drink, one more roll. One more dance for the doors get closed. Please remember.
Well, I'm not going any further that way. I'm sure it opens up again, but I don't have time for that. So I'm going to stick to the main Kennedy Lake. Nice little campsite, but it's a very rocky place to try and pitch a tent. There's a few spots you could though. What a landscape, really cool. Well, run out of time. It's 11 o'clock. That was my turnaround time. I think I'm going to try and go around one of the islands in main Kennedy Lake that I'm in now. If you go up around that way, there's like an island. And then head back because I've got to be back to the car probably by around 3. So it's 11 o'clock now. And I'm going against the wind now, so it'll be a little more difficult. Well, I definitely want to come back here camping. What a beautiful spot. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna break the wind, try and get around that island, and then head for home. It's pretty windy now. Maybe beat something too. I get so involved in taking pictures and video and exploring that I forget to eat, I forget to drink, so. God. Get that shallow mud to keep the wind from being a problem.
Climbing 8 more floors, 'cause these stairs are all heading to you. I don't wait for tomorrow's sunshine when I feel it today. And when it's cold in the dead of winter, remember that snow melts away. One more cold drink, one more roll. One more dance for the doors get closed. Please remember, enjoy the show. Let's get happy before we get old. We don't need plans or a fancy agenda. Well, let's just see where it goes. We got no care for the way people stare at the dust and the dirt on our clothes. Hey, my friend, we'll never say remember when. If we keep on making memories where we stand, where we stand. One more cold drink, one more roll. One more dance for the doors get closed. Please remember, enjoy the show. Let's get happy before we get old. And go put on that old wedding dress now. Probably still fits like a glove. And tell the band to play one more slow song, 'cause you still have all my love. One more cold drink, one more roll. One more dance for the doors get closed. Please remember, enjoy the show. Let's get happy before we get old.
That's it. I'm back to where I put in, about 500 meters from the road and where the car is. Beautiful day. Paddled the main Kennedy Lake and the second Fowler Lake. I wouldn't call it paddling. I'd call it more pushing yourself through mud. But another foot of water in here would be really nice paddling, and it would keep you up off the rocks. It was hard to maneuver around the rocks that were underwater, and you couldn't see them.
No more whiskey, I'll have a Coke. Catching bass on an old fishing boat. One more story